I don't know about you guys, but I can get pretty busy during the week. So anything that I can get done when I have time on the weekends, I like to go ahead and set myself up for success during the week. Hey guys, my name is Vanessa and today I am sharing some meal prep that I did last weekend. So this week went a little more smoothly for me. Having extra kiddos in the house, I babysat some family members, so I wanted to have some of my stuff already prepped and ready to go. I do not meal prep every single week. It really depends on how my week looks. So it definitely helps when I have the time, and I did have the time, so I thought I would share it with you guys. Sometimes I don't do my meal prep all in one day. I break it up over 2, maybe 3 days. You do not have to get it all done in one day. So let's get right into it, and I'll show you guys what I did over the course of 3 days to set myself up for success. So first off, we are starting with cookies. This just helps me when I know I'm gonna be in the kitchen for a while. I always like to just bake some cookies and have them on hand for those little fingers who like to come in and see what mommy is doing. This just definitely helps while I'm in the kitchen. So we're gonna be baking these turtle cookies. I got these as a freebie with some other purchases that I made at our local grocery store, HEB. And I definitely did not want to waste those extra nuts, so I'm just pushing them in the tops. In the oven they go. These are so good, you guys. The caramel, So I love making breakfast burritos. It is one of my favorite things. I have not cooked with these types of hash browns before, and you guys are gonna see later on that they kind of just turned to mush, but the taste was still really good. The potato with those peppers, it was really good. So I had those going. Also scrambling up some eggs. I love adding milk to my eggs. It just makes them extra creamy. Some salt, pepper, and onion powder. Do you guys add any other seasonings to your eggs? I put onion powder on almost everything. While my potatoes and eggs are cooking, I'm going to do some turkey bacon also. I love turkey bacon when I'm just eating it cold out of the refrigerator. I don't know about you guys, I just prefer turkey bacon. And I use real bacon when I am putting it into a recipe, like Brussels sprouts. If you guys are following me, you know I have been on a Brussels sprout kick. So here's how the turkey bacon looks once it's cooked. I'm gonna cook the entire package and put some of them in the burritos or the breakfast tacos, whatever you call it, and the other ones will just go into a baggie to eat out of during the week. My daughter Rose loves having some bacon with her yogurt in the morning for breakfast. It's a must for her. So I'm just assembling these little tacos. I will put them in a bag. All I have to do is pull them out of the freezer. I heat mine up for about 45 seconds and it is good to go in the morning. Do you see my dogs there? They're just waiting for me to drop something. And I did. I did drop some eggs and they were all over it. So here's my bag full of tacos and my extra bacon for the week. So next up, I am going to go ahead and get some tea going. I don't make tea every single week, but my husband really loves having sweet tea in the refrigerator. So I am making him some for this week. I just heat my tea bags and some water on the stove, pour it with some sugar in my pitcher, add some cold water, and we are set to go. So meal prepping doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a whole bunch of stuff. It's just anything to save you time. So yes, could I do this cottage cheese in pairs separately? Of course, but already having it combined in the containers, all I have to do is open my fridge, take one out, and snack time is ready. Another thing my kids love is JellO, and I have just grown up having fruit in my JellO. I have never made it this way for my kids yet, so this was something new for them. They weren't entirely in love with it, but I will try it again with another one in the future. So I'm just making some lime JellO. I got my boiling water in there. I'm gonna get some cold water in there. I am going to let this set for a little while, and then you guys are gonna see that I'm gonna pull it out when my finger kind of bounces off of it, and then we're gonna put the mandarin oranges on top of that because I didn't want them to soak to the bottom. Since my kids haven't had this before, I wanted the oranges to still be able to sit on top, so if they didn't want it, they could peel the oranges out. So here I am just tossing them on there, and I am gonna press them in just a little bit so they're at least combined somewhat. Now this is what I love doing every week when I can. I love prepping my produce for the week. So I chop my cucumbers, my celery, if I had the longer carrots where I needed to peel those, any kind of fruit like the grapes and the strawberries, blueberries, all that stuff. I love going ahead and using these Dollar Tree bins that I have and getting them all prepped, especially when I am packing my kids' lunches. All I have to do is take them out of the containers. There's no doing this, peeling and cutting and all of that in the morning when I am not a morning person. And talking about peeling, this finger peeler is life, you guys. I am obsessed with it. I use it all the time. I will have it linked down below if you guys want to check it out. I did find it on Amazon. So for the grapes, all I do is I went ahead and washed them, and I'm just I'm peeling them and putting them in the container. It just takes out, like I said, meal prep for me is just any little thing that I can go ahead and do ahead of time that's gonna save me even 2 to 3 minutes. I mean, every single minute counts, especially, like I said, when you're not a morning person and you're trying to make your kids lunch boxes, you forgot to prep it the night before. Every little thing it just helps out. And also not just for prepping like for lunches and stuff, but these containers are so easy for the kids to just get out when they want a snack. If I'm in the middle of something and they're really hungry, I can just send them to the refrigerator, say, hey, pick a bin and eat something out of there. Get yourself a little snack from the veggie drawer. And these containers are all in there. They can pick what they want. They're super easy for them to open and close, just very, very kid friendly, but already having those set up, it just makes it easier all around. I love it. And you can see here that I actually miscounted and I needed some more. So I have about, what do I have? 6 to 8 of these containers. And sometimes I feel like I need even more. So I didn't want to use another container, so I am just peeling the rest of the grapes or popping them off the stem, and I'm gonna leave these on the counter just like the cookies. If the kids come in and they're like, what are you doing, mommy? I am cleaning some grapes and getting some stuff ready for you guys. Do you want one? These grapes were so good. They were super sweet. So I just put them in a bowl and the kids and I were eating on them the rest of the day while I was in there doing different things. So for my celery, all I do is I rinsed it off first all together, and then I went ahead and peeled it. I'm going to cut the ends off, rewash them, and then all I'm doing is cutting them into little sticks to be able to fit in that container. And we just use these for mainly with these little peanut butter cups that I get from Walmart, and I pack it in my kids' lunchbox. Makes it super easy for them to just dip the celery instead of spreading the peanut butter on it and things like that. Very, very easy. The kids love it. You could also add a little pack of raisins and your kids can make their own ants on a log during lunchtime. That makes it more fun too. When it's more of a DIY box, the kids love it. So strawberry is definitely my kids' favorite fruit. This is something that I have to buy every single week because it is just their absolute favorite in their lunch boxes. And sometimes I get a little unlucky, even if I am looking at the strawberries when I buy them. You can see some of those are a little brown. I had to cut off quite a bit, and some of them, I think I had to throw 4 to 5 of them away completely. So I definitely was a little unlucky with this batch of strawberries, but typically I have to buy a whole bunch of strawberries because my kids just eat it up, and it doesn't even last half the week. This container definitely gone by Wednesday. And now I'm no longer putting strawberries in there. I've already filled that container, so I have them enough to fill the container, and the rest of them, I just go ahead and cut that green top off. I used to leave it on, but the kids started to complain how they wanted me to prep them a little more. So now I'm leaving some of them whole, because if they are going to be using them to dip them, I like them having the option. So I cut half of them up, put them in that container, and those will be for lunches. And then the rest of the strawberries, I'm just cutting the green part off, and I'll leave those more whole for the kids and for my husband and I, for us to snack on during the week as well. And those I'm just gonna put into a little baggie because I ran out of the containers. So that is all the produce that I did for this week. Normally I don't buy this much, but like I said, I do have 2 extra kiddos in the house, so I wanted to make sure I had enough. So now this is the only way that I ever make hard-boiled eggs anymore, is in my Instant Pot. I absolutely love it. Same with rice. I don't cook rice any other way. So all I did was, I have quite a few eggs in there. I cook them on high pressure for 6 minutes. I did a quick release, then I just put them in a bowl of icy water, and now they are set to go, and I'm using these little bags that I get from Grove. I love them. So I did a lot of eggs because some of them are gonna go into these little snack containers, and the rest of them are just for snacking and for the kids' lunches. So these, I just wanted fast snacks for my husband and I. We had a lot of work that we did this past week, and I didn't want to have to stop and make a snack or anything like that. I wanted us to just be able to pull something out of the refrigerator. So I just used a few almonds, some of the Duke's original shorty sausages. I've got some blueberries there, and then a hard-boiled egg. And these containers I also got from Amazon. I love them. I love all the different compartments that I've got that I can use. So it definitely makes it easy to separate and do different things like snack boxes, or separate things for lunches and that kind of thing. So I'll have those linked down below too if you guys want to check them out. All right, that is everything I accomplished. So if you guys like these kinds of videos, give it a big thumbs up. Like I said, I do not do this every weekend, only when I have time, and it depends on how my week looks. If I'm going to be super busy and I feel like I need to meal prep, then I go ahead and get it done. But if you guys are new, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. I upload a lot of recipes and just things to do with the kitchen, the heart of my home at least. So I would love for you to join me here on this channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.